guys, Sam here, and welcome back to another episode of the Arsenal Career Mode series. Last time, ladies and gentlemen, we wrapped up January with a huge 5-0 win against Chelsea, and we also progressed through the Capital One Cup semi-finals, and we're now in February and moving to the second half of the season. And today we start off things with a game against Crystal Palace away, and it should be a very interesting game. We actually played them in the Capital One Cup semi-final, and the game that we played, we won 1-0. The game that we simulated, we won 3-1. So we are looking good as far as our record against Crystal Palace so far, and we want to continue that here today. If you guys do go on to enjoy today's episode, make sure you smash a like on the video. 120 likes would be absolutely insane. That is now the standard. If you guys can hit 120 likes, that would be fantastic. I know you guys can do it. Your support is absolutely unreal. So if you do go on to enjoy today's episode, then make sure you hit that like button. It means a lot to me. But without further ado, let's take a look at the lineup heading into this Crystal Palace game. Okay, today I've gone for something a little bit different. I've actually going for a 4-2-3-1 with Benzema up top on his own. We've got El Ghazi sitting behind him with Verde and Konoplyanka on the wings. Ozil and Pjanic are deep midfielders with Gaia, Laporte, Davis and Bellerin as a back four check in between the sticks. However, I want to sort of run through a few things. The reason I'm playing Ozil as a defensive midfielder, which he won't really be defending that much, is because Verratti is injured and I don't want to play Ramsey there. And it'll be a little bit interesting to see how El Ghazi does in an attacking mid-role. Verde's coming in for the tired Campbell and Oxlade-Chamberlain. I don't really want to risk anybody as far as stamina goes. And I think Benzema up front, I haven't played with him up front in a while because I've been playing with Danny Welbeck, who, by the way, has been killing it. So I don't really want to drop Danny Welbeck, but I don't want Benzema to think that we've completely given up on him. So I want to play Benzema in this game. Maybe he can prove himself as well. But it is an interesting lineup, and hopefully it works out for the better. Hector Bellerin sees Verde, but he passes it to Pjanic instead, who then passes it to Verde. What's Verde going to do now? He's a freaking tricky player, isn't he? He's trying to go all the way, and he nearly does as well. Pjanic through to El Ghazi. El Ghazi finds Gaia, who's sitting up front, and Benzema. How have you not put that away for the second chance? He was onside. For a second I thought, oh, he's offside, it doesn't matter. But how has he not put that away? You just had to tuck it in, Karim. To Konoplyanka. Konoplyanka's going to find the run of Danny Welbeck. He's doing fantastic off the bench. He's terrorizing the defense. Cuts in on his right with ease. Danny Welbeck slots it in. I'm sorry, mate. Danny is just a beast. He is just a machine off the bench. Benzema wasn't cutting the mustard. Danny Welbeck gets into the same position, playing the same position as Benzema, and for some reason, he's absolutely blitzed it, and that's a finish and a half. Take nothing away from that. That is a tight angle to finish it from, and he's put it away. Cool, calm, collected. He did it last episode as well. He was cool, calm, collected, and he's done it again. The 3 C's, the most important C's, and Danny Welbeck has put it in the back of the net. 1-0 to Arsenal. Thank you, Welbs. It's now Konoplyanka who plays that through to El Ghazi, who has all the room in the world. He doesn't have much stamina left, but he has 4-star skill moves, mate, and he's going to cut in, try and finish it. Great defending from Palace there. Crystal Palace now trying to get something out of the game. They found Dwight Gale, Laporte with good defending. It's fallen to Ward. What's Ward going to do? He's going to whip it in, get that out. Good work from Davis. El Ghazi picks out Welbeck, one-on-one with Scott Dan. What's he going to do? He's going to cut back in on his right. Run, Danny. Run, head for the hills, mate. Run like your life depended on it and put it... Oh, he's hit the post. Oh, I thought he finished that. Binom Williams on the left-hand side finds Puncheon. Jason Puncheon now back to Binom Williams. He's going to whip that in, and the header is there, and you just knew that he was going to get to it once you saw him in that space, and it's a beautiful header from Balassi. Dying embers of the game. I could get mad because the defense just sort of stood there and didn't do anything, but it was a good play there from Crystal Palace, and we didn't put away our chance when we had it. Danny Welbeck hit the post, and just minutes after, Palace have gone the other end and finished it. It was good play. Binom Williams with a fantastic cross. I don't know why no one's marking Balassi, but I'm not going to get too mad at that. It comes off Petr Cech as well, but look, 1-1. I'm not going to get upset. I'm not going to get mad. There's no reason to. And there it is, full-time 1-1 here at Selhurst Park in a game that I thought we did deserve to win, but quite honestly, I mean, if we're not going to defend that, then we don't deserve to win. If we're not going to step up in the last seconds and mark our men, then we're not going to deserve the points, are we? So we get 1 point away at Selhurst Park. Not the worst result, but at the same time, it is a bit frustrating. As you can see, Palace only had the 1 shot on target with 56% possession. We had 5 shots, 4 on target with 44% possession. Should have put away our chances. Danny Welbeck going for his brace, hit the post. And I know I should be more angry, and I probably want to be more angry, but It's not a big deal. Honestly, it's not a big deal. I'm not going to get upset. I've already done too much of that this career mode anyway, so I think we're over that hill of drawing games. So I think this is just going to be a one-off. And look, it was a good game at the end of the day. It was a very fun game. Right, the next game is against Aston Villa. It's a game that I'm actually going to simulate, despite it being an away game. I am going to simulate this game. We've got Cech, Bellerin, Davis, Laporte, Gaia, Pjanic, Ramsey, Campbell, Konoplyanka, Ozil, and Benzema as the starting 11. Of course, Ramsey coming in for the injured Verratti. I don't think his injury is too serious. I think it was 3 weeks, and it happened right after the January transfer window happened. Do you guys get that? Where right after the transfer window ends, on the same day that it ends, a player gets injured? I don't know if that's just me, but it seems like it's something that really happens quite often. And looks like we're 2-0 up thanks to a Yevgen Konoplyanka brace. You don't really see Konoplyanka scoring too many goals. But it looks like we're going to get the 2-0 win here with Jordan Amavi getting sent off in the last 10 minutes. 2-0, happy with that, and I'm glad I actually simmed that game because I really didn't want to play against Villa. Another game I'm going to simulate is this home game against West Bromwich Albion. Another game that I really don't want to play, and of course, Verratti's injured, so Ramsey's going to come into the starting 11, but it's the same starting 11, just a full-strength team because they've had enough of a rest. Kevin Trapp is the West Brom keeper, which a lot of people pointed out when we played West Brom away, and he was making some insane saves. Of course, Trapp comes back to haunt us. But they have a decent team actually, but Pjanic and Konoplyanka put us up in the first half 2-0. Going into the second half, it looks like we're going to get a comfortable win here against West Brom, even if we concede. But even when we're simming, we don't seem to concede too many goals. Our defensive record is really something that's very, very impressive, as Ramsey puts us up 3-0 against West Brom. That's 2 very good simmed games. 5 goals scored, no goals conceded across 2 simmed games. I'm very happy with that. Right, I'm going to simulate one more game, just one more. And I'm going to do the FA Cup game against Derby County. It's not like it's a quarter-final or a semi-final or anything, so I don't feel the need to play this game. But Derby County have gone up 1-0 thanks to an Andreas Weimann goal. Verde pulls one back in the 14th minute. And this is actually surely going to be a bit of a comfortable win. Surely we're going to pull out a 2-1 or a 3-1 here. As we head into the second half, Andrade puts us up 2-1. Fantastic stuff. Fekir 3-1, there it is, and that should solidify the win. I got a bit nervous when Derby County went up 1-0 in the first minute, but it's a good win here, 3-1, and we progress through the FA Cup. Again, if this was a semi-final or a quarter-final, I'd play it, but it's a round 5 game, which I don't even know how many teams are left, so 3-1, and we progress through the FA Cup. Hopefully, a cup that we're going to go very far in. Right, that's enough simming for now. We have Monaco away in the Europa League round of 32. We'll be playing the first leg today and then the second leg in the next episode. It's going to be a big tie-up here to get into the round of 16 of the Europa League. Again, while we're in the Europa League, we may as well try and win it. It's the only season that I want to be in the Europa League. It's the only season I think we'll be in the Europa League, but I still want to go ahead and try and win this piece of silverware while we are here. And our first test is Monaco. Not an easy team to face by any stretch of the imagination, and they signed Bernd Leno as well in January, so he might be tough to break down. He might be tough to get goals against. Right, we're going to go into this game with a 4-2-3-1 formation with Welbeck up front on his own, Ozil behind him, Campbell and Konoplyanka on the wings with Ramsey and Pjanic in midfield. Verratti is back from his injury, but I'm going to put him on the bench just until that band-aid goes. And we have Gaia, Laporte, Davis, Bellerin as a back four. That back four is so solid with Petr Cech in between the sticks. I'm very confident going into this game against AS Monaco, but maybe I shouldn't be. They're a very tough team. They have some great players in their squad, and it won't be a cakewalk. So this is the first leg. If we could get an away goal, that'd be fantastic. If we could not concede, that'd be fantastic. And we go into the second leg very comfortable, and it should be a decent performance here, guys. Monaco versus Arsenal in France. Let's do it. Well, I guess technically Monaco themed as its own country, so are we really going to France if we're going to Monaco? Eduardo Salvio finds Cristoforo. He finds João Moutinho. Oh, shit, mate. What a finish. From... who is that? It is actually Falcao. What a freaking finish from Radamel Falcao. Are you kidding me, mate? How has he just done that? That's a hell of a finish, man. Turning like that. It was good play here from Monaco, charging forward. And look at... bang! First time. Are you serious, Radamel? Maybe you want to just calm down a little bit. That is a hell of a finish. Nothing Petr's doing about that. And it's 1-0 to Monaco. This is going to be tougher than I expected, actually. Right, one thing I haven't tried with Miralem Pjanic is the knuckleball free kick. So let's try that here. And let's try and sneak that near post. Bernd Leno's going to just palm that away. God, their defending is just so good. Look at them. They're so compact. Come on, Danny. Do something for me, Danny. Do something for me, Danny, with a long shot, but Bernd Leno's too good for that. Plays that long to Aaron Ramsey. Please, Ramsey, if there's ever a time I want you to bang a long shot, it's wide. Nabil, loft that over. Danny, use the muscle. Finish it, Danny. Oh, on his left, he's put it wide. Oh, Danny. Oh, that could have been something special for Danny Welbeck, but he's just put it wide in the last, probably the last chance of the game. There it is, full time, 1-0 here to Monaco in Monaco, and I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe our first loss as Arsenal manager in the entire season in all competitions. I believe this is our first loss. I could be wrong. We may have lost something in the group stages. I don't know, maybe simulating a game. But I believe this is our first loss as manager, simulating playing in all competitions. I will double check. 7 shots, 3 on target for Monaco, 50% possession to our 5 shots, 3 on target, 50% possession. A very entertaining game as far as playing. I really did enjoy that. And I'm more so impressed with Monaco's defense rather than their attack. They were compact. They had men behind the ball. They were very smart in defense, and their defense is very strong. You can't really bomb down the wing. You got Fabinho on one side, and on the left-hand side, they've got this guy who's very good. And you can't really go central either because they've got two very good centre-backs. And with Moutinho and Toulalan just dominating the midfield, it was very difficult to have anything in that game. And I think we had a few decent chances, but nothing real clear-cut for us either. So a 1-0 here. Not what I was expecting, but it's not that bad. Going at home, I think we could do them at home. Okay, that wraps up today's episode, guys, as we sit in second position in the Premier League. I can confirm that loss against Monaco was our first loss in all competitions, which is incredible. The fact that we've gone all the way to February before our first loss as manager of Arsenal. That's incredible. I was not expecting that, especially after our shaky start to the season. But at the moment we sit in second. We do have a game in hand against Spurs. It is against Manchester United though, and we are now 5 points behind them. So we need a win to keep the pressure on them and sit 2 points behind them. And we really do need to pick up a win against Manchester United. It won't be easy, but we do need it. We're still in the round of 32 in the Europa League, which will be very difficult to see. We're in the final of the Capital One Cup, and we're also in the quarter-finals of the FA Cup. That game that we had against Derby County was actually a round of 16 game, which it didn't say that. It said it was the 5th round or something like that, which I didn't know how far that was. So we're in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup, the final of the Capital One Cup, the round of 32 in the Europa League, and we are second in the Premier League. So far, I think our campaign has been pretty good, especially considering my goal this season was just to get Arsenal back into the Champions League. I think we've done pretty well so far. If you guys did enjoy today's episode, make sure you smash a like on the video. 120 likes would be absolutely amazing. I know you guys can do it, so please show your support on the series. I'm having a lot of fun playing this Arsenal Career Mode series, guys. A lot of fun. So I hope you guys are enjoying this series as well. I hope you're having a good day. I'll see you guys in the next one very soon. Keep it real.